What's on, guys? Jay Hoyt back with you today. Welcome back to NHL 22. We are here on playoff mode since we are now in the Stanley Cup Finals. We are down to our two final teams. The Tampa Bay Lightning representing the Eastern Conference, the Colorado Avalanche representing the West. So we have it down to two teams. It's best of 7, and we're here to simulate this on NHL 22. So before we get into the simulation, let me know, how are you guys predicting this series? Who's going to win? Final score? Who's going to be kind of the superstar of the series? Most points, plays the best, most, playmaking ability, whatever you want to put as like the X factor to this series. I want to know what you guys are predicting down in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get into the simulation. So here we are. I've never actually done one of these before, so I'm not exactly sure how it works. So we got our two teams here, Colorado, Tampa Bay, whichever side they're on. So let's hit start on this and let's get into the start of this. Okay, this kind of looks interesting. So it's similar to like franchise mode kind of setup here. So really cool graphic over here on the screen. Best of 7, continuous OT. All right, we got playoff rules on. Let's win this. Let's get this. Who's gonna win? Game 1, we'll block the bottom right since that really kind of doesn't matter here. Let's go to all events. Power play for Colorado. Come on, we got 7 games worth of intense action. 1-0. Who was that? Where's goals? Goals. Darren Helm. We'll take that. Rest of the first period, let's simulate it. Okay. Helm gets the first one. Colorado leading the shots 11-8. But can Tampa Bay come back here in the second period? Let's give a couple minutes here. Let it build up a little bit. Rantanen with a second goal of the game for Colorado. What do we got? Let's simulate the rest. Still 2-0. Colorado leading the way. Tampa with an early goal in the third period. Stamkos. McKinnon gets one right back. 3-1 Colorado in game 1. Kucherov makes it a second, cuts the lead. 4-2 now. Rantanen gets a second one of the game. Tampa Bay has been making lots of last-second comebacks. Cal Foote gets one. Colton gets 4-4. Perry gets 4-5. Tampa with a late surge with 3 goals. McKinnon gets another one. 5-5. Minute left. Going to OT in game number 1. Come on. This was like 20 seconds in. McKinnon, was it a hat trick for him? I don't know. But 6-5 in game number 1. Back and forth action. That was incredible. 5 third period goals. Typical NHL fashion. McKinnon with a hat trick. Rantanen with 2. McDonough with a big assist night, but not enough to take down Colorado. 1-0 going into game number 2. Colorado with a incredible, I don't even want to call it a comeback. That was they survived that, and then they came out and scored instantly in overtime. So that's hard, but either way. First period, 3-0. Stamkos with a pair of goals, 1 on the power play. Jan Ruda gets a goal as well. Perry makes it 4-0. Killorn makes it 5-0. Okay, second period. Okay, Colorado does get a couple back. Kadri and Comfer. Okay, 5-2. Tampa Bay did not like how game 1 went. They come out with 5 early goals. It's not really early goals, I guess, if it's into the second period, but that works. Kadri gets a second. Uh-oh. McKinnon gets his second. No way. Kadri gets a third. Kadri with the hat trick. 5-5 once again. Under 5 minutes. Colorado the power play. 30 seconds. Nothing to overtime once again. So we're flipping the script this time. Instead of 5 straight goals from Tampa, it's 5 straight goals from Colorado. Going to OT here. Oh, not an early goal. All right, we're playing. we're playing. Shots are a little bit favored. Who won that one? Palat does get the victory here, or the game-winning goal. Tampa Bay 6-5, similar scoreline, similar script, if you will. Not necessarily, 5 third-period goals, but the early success for Tampa Bay, they end up pulling it off in the end. 3 stars. Kadri with a hat trick. Hedman with 4 assists. Stamkos with a pair of goals. If it's gonna be this good in the actual games, boy, we're in for a treat. And I mean an absolute treat. So we had a pretty dominant game from one team, pretty dominant game from another team. What's gonna happen in game 3? We're now, where are we now? I didn't even look to see who had home ice advantage in this one. Power play, let's wait to the end of that. First period, 0-0. Tampa Bay leading in shots by a wide margin. Colorado with a big boy power play. That was a 4 or 5 minute there. Was that just 2 minors? Oh, major. Hooking. A hooking major? I didn't know hooking could be a major. Okay. Colorado does have the lead, by the way. I don't even know if I mentioned that. Who scored? I feel like I missed that. Devon Taves, I should say. What are we in? Third period time. 1-0 game. We don't get these 11-goal bangers or 12-goal bangers like the other 2 games. Couple of quick goals by Colorado. I should also mention we didn't touch any of the sliders. No lines. No nothing. So however they are default in the game is what they are currently at. Perry with a late goal, 3 minutes left. Kucherov, Okay, Colorado does get one back, 4-2, minute left. Looks like Colorado. So our first game that does not go to overtime almost had some late antics, if you will, from Tampa. Devon Taves gets 2 goals. Kemper gets up there, and Ryan Murray gets a goal. Pretty solid. So where are we now here? Does it really matter? I don't know if it really matters. But either way, Colorado up 2-1 in the playoffs. McKinnon leading the way for for Colorado. Going into game 4, a crucial game here. Give us some good action here. Even though we haven't been watching them, we'll watch the elimination game towards the end if it's close. Killorn with a power play goal. First period, 2-1. Okay, Ruda gets a goal. Comfort gets one back, though. Okay, we're keeping it close. Gotta love close hockey games. There's no better sport than playoff hockey. No shot. Taves gets a goal. Answered by a power play from Tampa. A long one at that. McKinnon gets one just after the power play ends. 3 minutes left. What do we got? 3-3 to Chernak, I guess it's pronounced. 3-3, third period. Game 4. What do we got? 3-3. Come on. 15 minutes left. There it is. Belmar 4-3. Kucherov makes it 5. They got the 2-goal lead. It's the most dangerous lead in hockey. Can they survive here? 6 minutes left. 5 minutes left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tampa gets the empty netter. Hagel gets the goal. 6-3. Well, this is going to be a good series. Kucherov, Stamkos, Killorn, all stars of the game. Of course. No third period goals from Colorado. They couldn't come back. So, Colorado versus Tampa. So, Tampa is in Colorado for Game 5, which means Colorado actually had the home ice advantage, I believe, is how that one works. So 2-2, Kucherov leading this playoff so far with 8 points. This is a massive game. Game 5 is always huge if it's tied. Always. Period 1, Kubel gets one. 1-0. Shots are even. So is the series. Second period, Hedman gets a goal. Sturm, Point, and Johnson. Everyone's just trading goals here. But Colorado does lead, though, entering the third period 3-2. Colorado's also leading the shots just by a thin margin. Tampa Bay on the power play. Another big boy power play. That was a 5-minute Hold on, what just happened there? Also got to be paying attention here. 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. Look in a second, and the game is over. Third period. What even happened? Manson with a boarding penalty, and Kubel with a minor hooking. Wow. That was huge. Even though they still won. Like, who even scored goals for this? So we had them all on the screen. Johnson, Point, Sturm, Hedman, and Kubel all trading goals the entire game. 3 stars, Sturm, Hedman, and Kubel, all with 1 goal, 1 assist, couple of hits, except for Hedman. Apparently he didn't want to hit anyone tonight. But that's massive for Colorado. Absolutely massive. So we're in Tampa. Colorado can clinch. They can. Can they do it, though? Let's see what happens. First period. Done. Niskushkin. I can never say his name correctly. Gets the power play goal in the first period. Let's go on to the second. Second period. Where we got 2-1 for Tampa Bay. Killorn and Perry each get a goal. Remember, if Colorado wins this game, they're the champions. If Tampa Bay win, which it looks like they're on the right track here with Collins making it 3 on the night, we go to Game 7. And I think that's where we're heading. Unless Colorado can get some last-second comebacks here, and it's not going to happen. We're going to Game 7. This is not scripted. This is the first time I'm recording this. This isn't me faking a video. Oh, what's going to happen? Let's make it the most exciting way possible. No. My first time recording. We're 13 minutes in. My first time recording this. We go Game 7. I mean, I'd love to watch the whole game, but that would take forever. So maybe we'll just watch the last, 5 minutes or something. We'll give it how close it is. Hagel opens up the scoring 50 seconds into the game. He's not on the first line, so let's go second, third line maybe. Tampa Bay up 1. They're dominating in shots right now, and they've handled the first period exactly how they need to. 1-0. Second period time. Come on, no early goals. Power play for Tampa. Still 1-0, still out shooting. Still outscoring. Nikita Kucherov gets the second. 7 minutes left. Power play for Colorado. Nothing happening. 3 minutes left. Still nothing. That's it. Third period time. We'll get down to about 5 minutes or so, and we'll watch the game to see what's going to happen here. 5-on-3. That's huge. They don't do anything with it. Power play for Tampa. They get the 3-0 lead. We'll go a little bit past 5 minutes since, they're going to make it interesting here. 6 minutes, 5 minutes. They get a second. Oh, boy. Let's watch last, 3 minutes. Oh, right. Oh, my, 4-2. Right at the last second there. We'll have to wait in-game to see how that's going to play out. CPU versus CPU. We do not want to interrupt this series. If you look at all the numbers, the overall stats at the bottom, Tampa Bay was leading that. Here we go. We got a headset change. We're into Game 7. Tampa Bay leads 4-2. I kind of hate that we're not watching this from a broadcast perspective. But let's watch the last few minutes here. We turn up the game speed to 5 out of 6. So that way they don't take forever to get up the ice. The only thing we changed. Under 2 minutes left. Game 7. We are in Tampa, I believe, given that we have a lot more Tampa Bay jerseys around. There it is. Joe Random over there getting out the Stanley Cup. They've already polished it, and the crowd knows what's happening. Can they do it here? Colorado's down by 2 goals, under 2 minutes. You got to think. It's probably not even Kemper. It's probably Francouz. Maybe it is Kemper. But they're going to have to think about pulling him soon. It is Kemper. A big goal by Kucherov. Hat trick for Kucherov. Third of the game. Assisted by Killorn. With about a minute left, I think it was. Yeah, a little bit more than a minute left. And you got to think that's the dagger. That's the final nail. You got to think. Tampa Bay. It's been back and forth the entire series. You got to think this is it. Got to think about pulling the goalie here as well. Get in the zone, get control, pull the goalie. Got to get control first. Big hits by the Colorado defenseman. Stamkos picks it off though. Killorn shoots on net. Stamkos with a good shot. Does end up going in. Stamkos pins Randon in the corner. They got to get up the ice here. Cirelli with a big shot on net. Makar getting pinned against the wall again. In typical EA Sports NHL fashion. Hedman, big hit there. They got a good break here if they can get there. McKinnon with a deke at the blue line. Apparently he's never played Hut. 15 seconds left. I don't think it's possible. The 2021-2022 Stanley Cup champions making it back to back to back. The Tampa Bay Lightning. It's back to back to back to back for Pat Maroon as well. He should be in the lineup there. We'll probably see him eventually. But Tampa Bay does bring it home with a 5-2 victory in Game 7. An absolutely incredible series. Real life, of course, you have a couple of big players out. Braden Point for Tampa Bay. Nazem Kadri for Colorado. And you got to think some guys are stepping up big time for the finals. Willing to do whatever it takes to win this. Tampa Bay. Shaking hands. One of the best traditions in all of sports. Good battle. Congratulations. We'll see you next year. But for Tampa Bay, they're already in Tampa Bay. They're already home. They're going to go celebrate. Playoff beards non-existent for a lot of these players. That's the man right there on your screen that's going to hoist the Stanley Cup first. Captain Steven Stamkos. Celebrating with his teammates. Conn Smythe goes to none other than Nikita Kucherov. What did he get? 11 points. I think that's just the final stats. We'll have to go back and check, but I think that's just the final stats. 11 points in 7 games in the Stanley Cup Finals. Huge performance from Kucherov. That's why they pay him the big bucks. That's why he's the superstar of this team. Conn Smythe's great, but there's only one better trophy you can get. And that's the one Steven Stamkos is going to get right now. Stanley Cup champs. Go get it, Steven. 3rd time in a row. Raise it high. You've earned it. You beat Colorado. Let your fans hear it. There, he's like, give me that. Give me that trophy. He goes, that's ours. Raise it high. Go for another lap. Give it to someone else. Whatever you may want to do. Hedman, probably the 2nd highest it's ever been besides Zdeno Chara. Got to beat that somehow. So it goes from Stamkos to Hedman. Who's going to go 3rd here? Is that Corey Perry? That might be Corey Perry. He's won a cup, right? He won one in Anaheim, I think. Could be wrong. Who's going to go next? Oh, he is that. I'm taking an extra step with it. Who's it going to next? Who's it going to? They don't really have any, like, super old guys that are like, that's probably it for them. I mean, Perry's, like, the only one that would be, but I think he has one more year on his contract. Goes to Vasilevsky next, of course. The goaltender. The netminder, if you will. Definitely deserves it. Obviously, arguably the best goalie in the world. There it is. There's the boys. Your 2022 Stanley Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Crazy performances. Like I said, Tampa Bay in this simulation wins it Game 7 in an absolutely incredible series. And all this, for real, gets started this Wednesday. I'm not sure if it's going to go up either on Monday or Tuesday, but either way, I cannot wait to watch all the action unfold starting with game 1. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy, hit that like button down below if you haven't yet, or if you're brand new here, make sure to subscribe. Turn those post notifications on so you never miss an upload, and don't forget, you can always change your mind later. With all that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one.